The fuck? Sticky bomb? My gosh. Oh, here we go. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Run.
Reach the indicated location and your manhunt will be cleared.
Right guys, it's Max and just got myself a brand new TV. No, I'm joking, not real, but check this screen out. That's pretty decent considering all the shit that's going on in the Division. So anyway, you guys are here for a build video. So here is Alpha Bridge 6-piece. It's not the only way to build Alpha Bridge, but this is one of the ways, one of the most fun ways. This has got to be probably the funnest 6-piece in the game. I'm running it with assault rifles. You can run it with what you want. As for assault rifles, what do I recommend? Well, I'm using a G36. These are hard to come by because they always come with focused on the bottom, but if you play the game enough, or if you get lucky, you're going to get one of these at a god roll. So this is a god roll, maxed out, deadly, unforgiving, responsive. This one is also deadly, unforgiving, competent. So this one nicks responsive, and this one nicks competent. I see a lot of people making Alpha Bridge builds and they're using one gun, or like an exotic, and you can't share the talent. Yeah, I mean, that's okay, but really and truly, if you're tied to using two of the guns of the same archetype, use them both, for Christ's sake. I mean, come on. With a 6-piece, you're trying to get that ult. When you get that ult, you've probably just emptied your first mag. You're going to want to make use of that ult with your secondary, because if you're spending time reloading, you're wasting the time on your ult. So that doesn't really make much sense. Use two guns. Highly recommend it. Attachments on these guns. Pretty standard. Magazine size, crit chance. You can use crit damage if you want, although crit chance is a little bit stronger as long as you're not capping out. You don't want to cap out. Crit headshot on the scope. Muzzle, same thing. Underbarrel is the God Roll one that's available this week. Check the date on the video to see what week that was. lvoa-c, same thing. Crit chance, rate of fire, slightly better mag is another 1% rate of fire on there. Crit headshot, and the same grip. Sidearm is predatory. Obviously, you've got to run this, right? I mean, you can run the pistol with low gear score for cool-headed and, I don't know, intense or something to put people on fire, bleed, whatever. I run double barrel because you're going to have to get, that kill. It's all about the kill, so Determined doesn't really do much other than your main two skills because you haven't got an ult. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Talented, actually not too bad because we do have a bit of skill power, so it's going to make your heal just a little bit stronger for when you do get it. And you probably only get one heal out of one talented proc. So, 6 pieces. Quickly go through what we're rolling on here. Health, EDR, this is really bad. This is my weakest Alpha Bridge piece out of the 6 that I've got. It just didn't come with anything that was any good. The stamina roll is as it came. I had to roll health and EDR because EDR at the time that I got this was, to counter the pred. But now that pred is taking a bit of a backseat, you can afford to use other things. Although I'm keeping the EDR on there because it is good to have at least 11% to counter the grenade spam and whatnot. Kill XP, rather have ammo, but you get what you're given. Chest mask, very high armor roll, max electronics. I recommend at least one electronic roll, so I have chosen the mask. I actually have another mask here, so if I ever want to change it, I can just put another piece on rather than re-roll it. Crit chance, blind death, rather have a burn there. Blind death doesn't really do anything, you can see people through that anyway. Okay, next piece, knee pads. 1600 armor, losing a little bit there, not a big deal. So I'm running a health major, obviously. Really shouldn't be running anything else. You could run quick damage, but I don't recommend that, really don't, just run health, alright. Bleed shock burn, god roll, and the main stat is maxed out. 1401 maxed out. For the backpack, again about 100 off max armor. Main stat is maxed out on firearms. Health, ammo capacity, I'd rather have the ammo on the chest and then roll bleed hit because you do still run against pred and it does still hit you hard considering I only have 11% EDR, so you do want some bleed resistance to keep that down, to stop it just rinsing you out when you're out of boxes and stuff. For the gloves, we're running assault rifle crit, Not really many other ways you can run this. You could do the skill haste route, take off the crit chance. No, just run it like this. Max firearms, lowish armor. Don't worry about that though. Holster is fully maxed out. Good stuff here. Crit chance. Nothing else you can really roll. Health, nah. Run crit chance. And for the mods. Now the mods, this is where you want to tinker around with your build, depending on what roles where you. This is going to be different for each and every one of you, but I have 2 electronic roles. Electronic mods, if we go right to the bottom here, with health. I'm running health. Why? Because I wanted to reach the 500k toughness threshold. Just, it looks, I feel a bit more comfortable knowing that I'm at 500k rather than 470 or 480, 490, whatever. 505k. If I had max armor rolls and max stamina rolls, I'd probably be sitting at 520k, 515k, and then I could probably maybe afford to take down some of my health for crit chance mods. But as of right now, we go with health. Again, this is another stamina health mod. Stamina health mod, and for the other performance mods, they're all first aid self heals, so nothing groundbreaking there. Firearms, I have 1 firearm crit chance mod because I can, right? So the talents or skills, should I say, pretty standard. This is a solo or maybe in a 2-man. I don't recommend this build in a 3 or 4-man because of the lack of ult that you'll be receiving, the lack of ult that you can give to teammates. You're going to be gimping your team. It's a selfish build, so run it in a 1 or 2-man. No more than that, okay? So running booster shot, giving you 85k, which is probably about almost double what you would normally get on a 88k skill power build. And the box, well, nothing special there. We all know what the box does. As for talents, now this is a build that is determined. It works off getting kills. It's a skill-based build. This is not an easy build to run. It's difficult, and it won't work against everybody. Just bear that in mind. So, as with any build, especially when solo, critical save is a staple no matter what. This is more of a solo talent, but ask your teammates if they're running it. If not, be the guy that runs it. There should always be at least one dude in your team running precision. Has to be adrenaline these days because now that it counts as pred, and you know there's turrets and people that use stats effects against you. You know, people get salty. You know, if you're doing 1v4s, 1v5, everyone brings out the CC, man. Come on, chill out. Use your gun, use your numbers. But adrenaline is really good. Because this is a build, I was running in my gameplay that you will see here. This strike back, but actually strike back isn't very good with this build. What I recommend is on the move, because the whole premise of the build is to get kills, and if you're getting kills, why not make yourself a bit tanky at the same time? So on the move, these are the talents that I recommend while playing solo. In a team, I still, you know, if you're playing in a 2-man, then trade on the move for combat medic or something like that. Oh guys, there's one more thing I forgot in terms of how to use this build. One of the things that you do, well, you can do with 6-piece left bridge. I know you don't have your ult, but all you have to do, yeah, is switch one piece out. I recommend Savage if you're using ARs. If you're using subs, maybe like Tenacious. Don't recommend Savage with Tenacious. So take your ult off. Sorry, I have a green now because I'm running 5-piece. What you can do is when you are in the fight, when you're using Alpha Bridge, just take one piece off, run the 5-piece, have a green, try and start a fight with a 5-piece, and just play with a 5-piece just for a little bit. You know, because if you fuck up or if something goes wrong, your green can save you. Bear in mind, when this goes off, you'll be on a minute cooldown, and when you get a moment of silence, once you've killed the players that you intended to kill, you switch back to the 6-piece. It takes just a moment, alright? So you can do this in the middle of the fight if you're really quick, and if you're daring. If not, you can just clear the wave of players that you're fighting, 2 or 3, whatever it is, and then when you get a moment, switch back to 6-piece. For the next minute, whichever ult that you did consume will not work, even if you get the kill for the next minute. But there's 1 minute that you can't use one of the 3 ults that you can proc, but then that does help you in that situation, in that one particular fight. So I do recommend doing that. And the second thing that I wanted to mention was if you're playing in a team, run a vigorous, alright? I have electronic mask. I recommend you make your electronic piece your chest piece. Why? Because this way you only have to change one piece. But if you don't mind, you know, changing things, yeah, you don't really want the electronics when you're running the 5-piece because that's a waste of stat points. So put all your make your chest piece electronics and run the electronic ones on your chest piece. When you switch it, make sure that that takes all of your electronics off. Okay guys, there's one more thing that I forgot, the stat distribution. You might not be very clear on how Alpha Bridge works, so let me quickly go through it. So the 4-piece gives you the extra talent, you know, I already showed that. You got the base weapon damage. This is additive, not multiplicative like Banshees. The health regen does absolutely nothing. So don't even really talk about that. It works out of combat or when you haven't been shot for 8 seconds. And when in a gunfight, when you're playing solo, are you not being shot for 8 seconds? So, or 5 seconds, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. It's useless. The 6-piece, you know, it cycles ults. So if you quickly look at my screen, if I get a kill now on a purple NPC or higher, I get a blue. If I get a whack on a player now, then I get a green. If I get the down, you know, if I kill the player still on the green, I don't get it again. You only get it once per cycle, so bear that in mind. So the timing, how long do you get your ult? Well, it says here, activated for 10 seconds when all primary stats are balanced between each other. By balanced, they didn't say perfectly balanced, they said balanced. And so I've been experimenting with different numbers, you know, pushing one main stat a little further away and whatnot. The way I have it right now, I am getting 9 or 10 seconds. I haven't got it down perfectly, but 9 or 10 seconds is plenty. I would not, if you're making a 6-piece average, go lower than 8 seconds for an ult. Because think about it, you get if you're getting a kill, you get an ult, you need to use that. Yeah, sure, the green and the blue can save you from the kill that you just got from being killed by whoever else is remaining, but the tack link, you got to make use of that tack link. If you've only got a 5-second tack link, that's just about enough to pull out your secondary and shoot one player and maybe reload it for the next fight. But you're not going to, at least with 8, 9, 10 seconds, you're going to have enough time to reload twice and empty the mag twice. So you're making use of that yellow effectively. So let's hop into the gameplay now that I've finished everything and enjoy it. Cool, in a bit.
Warning, now leaving the safe area. Warning, your division affiliation.
Oh my god, he's behind me as well.
You are now marked as rogue.
Where's my box? I put my box down, it's not working.
Go to the indicated location, and that ought to clear your manhunt.
Ooh. I didn't have any med kits, but if I had a med kit there, oof, could have been decent. Oh, look how many people there are now. All the rogue hunters have turned up.
Warning, you are now leaving the safe area. Warning, you've disavowed a division. This action will mark you as rogue.
What, how is he already up? now. Sticky bomb. My gosh. Oh, here we go. That's what we want. That's what we want.
Reach the indicated location and your man...
Right, look at him run back to his team now. The fuck? Seriously? Sticky bomb and a grenade?